coming in the house. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Mind yourself. That is hilarious. He could still reach up to me and sniff me, you know. I'm a little bit scared. Wow. He's got really beautiful eyes. I can't get over how gentle he is with everything, RC.
Well, that's what amazes me about him, because I didn't teach him to be gentle. He just happens to be real gentle in the house and very aggressive and very mean on the outside of the house.
Does this all boil down to sort of territory? The paddock is his territory and he knows that this is your territory and you're the dominant male, so he needs to be respectful of that? Does that work?
I think that's what it is. I think when he's in the house, he knows this is my area and he needs to respect my area.
I heard something get knocked over, you see, so the minute he went outside again, he was trashing the place. Can I follow you, or is that too dangerous?
You can follow me as long as I can be between you.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You never told him to be potty trained, for want of a better expression.
Never had it. I have no clue to how you would potty train a buffalo. But, so you gotta realize, he knows that everything I do is for him. I never do anything that's against him. It's always for his protection or for his happiness. He's an exceptional buffalo. And he's gonna come in here and eat with me. Come on.
Yeah, he's following him with the food. Oh, you gotta have a look at this. I never would have thought that I would see such a huge, powerful, unpredictable animal behave so gingerly in a home. All the ornaments around, he sniffs gently. He's literally tiptoeing around RC's home. It's just completely surreal to watch. RC manages to maintain a bizarre appearance of domestic bliss with Wild Thing. Spending time watching TV, mowing the lawn, and even going for a swim with him. And because Wild Thing thinks RC is the dominant male in his little herd, it certainly looks like he'll always tread softly around him. Strong leadership can enable you to maintain a close bond with some unpredictable animals. But I've come to South Africa to meet a man who's worked his way into an incredibly sophisticated animal hierarchy by doing it the animal's way. I want to find out what he's learned about animal behavior from his close interactions with some of the most intimidating animals yet. Hyenas. Renowned for their brutal, scavenging ways, hyenas can weigh twice as much as an adult wolf. So I'm quite relieved to have a cage between me and this clan of spotted hyenas. Oh, load of stuff going on right here. Jeepers. Whoa. Hi. Whoa. You know what? It is easy to see how hyenas can be a little bit unnerving. I mean, they're built for power with their strange top-heavy postures. And when you think about their high-pitched screeches and laughs and the way they scavenge aggressively, they can seem quite sly and cunning. But actually, all of these traits point to a highly intelligent animal. Hi. And that's why what Kevin Richardson does is all the more surprising. Kevin has worked with large predators for most of his adult life, but a few years ago he set up his own private reserve so that he could fully integrate himself into this clan of hyenas. He did this to study their behavior and change people's perceptions of what is a much feared animal. The hyenas live in a large enclosure, but they're far from tame. These animals have a very complex and fluid social structure, all governed by dominance and how each one finds its place in the pecking order. If Kevin isn't careful, there's always an individual that'll try and get one over on him. How on earth did this come about, this relationship you clearly have with these hyenas?
My career actually started with hyenas quite a long time ago. You know, they became my passion. And pretty much, I wanted to know everything about them. Okay, let's just let them get over their whole thing.
Is this important for you to keep an eye on this?
Yeah, very important. Because they're dominating this individual.
Okay.
They're trying to get him away.
And his posture is submissive there.
Yeah, he's submissive.
Yeah.
He's good.
So
he's fine.
I didn't notice anything different, and immediately you're chatting away and you stopped and you went, okay, something has changed. Did you learn from your mistakes? Did you get
I've learned the hard way.
Did you?
Yes. I've learned with hyenas it's always the hard way.
Uh-huh.
They react, they bite you, and then they ask questions later. Let's put it into perspective for you. I've been working with large carnivores for 15 years. I've been hospitalized 5 times by hyena and none by lion. I got bitten very badly about 6 weeks ago. The one hyena thought it was a good opportunity to try and jostle for status in this clan. So he went for me in a very aggressive way, bit me on my arm and on my leg, and that triggered the rest of the clan to want to participate in the whole thing. There's probably a reason why a lot of people around the world don't work with these guys.
I wanted to ask you about, where they see you in their clan. Are you a hyena in their eyes?
Their behavior with me is treating me as an individual in their clan is exactly how they treat one another. And that's why I get my fair share of bites, because they don't hold back.
So why on earth would you want to do this when you're aware that it can be dangerous?
What I feel is the risk has actually been mitigated over the years by knowing the individuals. And by no means do I just say, hey, I'm the hyena whisperer, I can go in with any hyena group and do what I do with these guys. This is a relationship that's been developing with some individuals over 14 years. Where are you going? No, you're not going there.
Don't even, yeah.
Stay
for the camera. See, now that's just ridiculous.
Look at that teddy bear.
Yeah, I mean, come on, it's like if you're behaving with him like if he's a dog,
Well, listen, once all the energy dissipates, and once they're okay with you guys, and they know they've smelt you out, and they see that you're not a threat, and they calm down. These animals are it's incredible what you can do with them. I mean, this guy.
He desperately wants his chin scratched.
Well,
I can see that already. Kevin has worked very hard to earn the hyena's trust, and it allows him to play with them in a way I never thought was possible. But even this time spent playing together gives him a chance to learn about their social structure and how he can maintain his position within it.
Okay, so, I mean, all this kind of thing that I'm doing here is asserting my dominance. So it does look like play, but he's also feeling that I'm not, submitting to something he does, and that I'm actually playing with him in a dominant way. So I'm doing things to him that he wouldn't normally allow other individuals to do to him, that he was more dominant, who he was more dominant of. So it is interesting. I'm using affection, because he's coming to me for love and a tickle and a chin scratch and all of the above. But I'm dominating him, and I'm not hitting him. I don't have to. It's a bit of a psychological game.
What do you get out of it then, do you think? Why were you driven to do this with these hyenas?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, this is enriching for me, as it is for them. I mean, the fact that I'm tickling this hyena on his chin, and I'm using him as a resting place.
Bonkers, Kevin.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still get a kick out of seeing my buddies. However, the other thing that I really hope it does is it shows people a different side of them. And hopefully people watching a program like this would go away and say, you know what? I never knew hyenas were like that. I actually like them. They're actually very similar to my dog in a way.
It's fascinating watching you interacting with these kind of animals, as you said, that do have such a sort of creepy reputation, fearsome reputation, and they are absolutely docile with you and so affectionate, and they don't seem to mind at all. It's quite surreal to watch that.
Come boy.
So
He's fine.
you just let me know when at any point something like this is just a little. I cannot believe I'm
No,
that
that's
close to
fine. He's
hyena.
fine. He's completely
I,
fine.
I know you're a captive hyena, but this is ridiculous.
That's completely fine.
It's thrilling for me. I can't believe I'm so close to one, and they're so gentle.
No,
Hello.
that's good.
Can I touch noses with you? Hello. Oh, come on.
Seeing the good side.
Oh, I really am.
Yeah.
I want to be lulled into a false sense of security, but you're just adorable right now. Kevin has an extraordinary relationship with these hyenas. By combining his knowledge of each individual and their position in the hierarchy, and with his ability to assert his dominance where needed, it seems that Kevin has truly become one of the gang.